There's nothing wrong with this mesh. Like, why? I don't know why. Like, the back of it is not doing right. I'm going to try to slice it through the waist. So that's a separate part, which I didn't want to have to do that. But it'll make it easier just to make a simple box around this part, because the way I did the legs, that makes it complicated. I didn't know any other way to do it. It's not as easy when you make a human to make it look right like it is a dummy. A dummy you can make, you know, little joints and things that, you know, go into one another and look, you know, different than the way a human would. So what am I damn trying to do? Bowling. Oh, damn it. I hate when it does that. Why is it sometimes eat the damn mesh, and then sometimes it don't? I don't know. But it didn't even slice it. Yeah, I tell you what. I don't know. Don't know. See, it's irritating. Undo. Why sometimes things cut things in half, other times it doesn't cut it in half. See, that time it didn't cut it in half. Or it did. Yeah, it did cut it. See? Cut. So, select all this. Mesh, separate. Selection. So now I got two. Now I have to name this. So what I did, A, B, C, D, E, F, no, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Alright, so that'll be O. Easy way to remember things. With lowercase. Alright, so now I'll just need to make a mesh cube. Gotta turn this X-ray on. See, I got the cuts in the arms, where the arms are. That's what I need to see. Where those are. That's close enough. Now, the back, I can move these over. I don't have to be that far away from the body. This better that it ain't. Then that's just what, that's just going to be colliding with it. And see, this is why I did the loop cuts to begin with. I loop cutted it so I could taper the angle and not cut into the thing's back. But I'm not doing it this time. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to save my file. Now I'm going to say mesh JBeam nodes connector, make sure it's reinforced, and triangulate the faces, which I never know when the damn things are not triangulated or not. I just do it there, and every time I do something, because it always ends up not being triangulated. It tells me it won't export because it's not triangulated. So this will be the new BB, which that's A, that's B. If I'm using this as the mesh, it's JBeam, the mesh is JBeam, then I'm going to give it a similar name, but different, so that I know it goes with it, but it's different. So I'll give it a prefix of BB. I give the A's JBeam box AA, and so this will be BB, and like C, D, E, F, G, H. That's how I'll keep up with what's what. Not really into naming stuff like head, torso, arm, all that. It just takes too long. Then it starts looking confusing when you got LARM for left arm and upper left arm, lower left arm. I get confused. So I'll set this box's origin to the 3D cursor. Apply all transforms. Alright, export to JBeam. BB. Now I have to resave the mesh and only resave the parts that are got JBeam, so the rest of the body ain't going yet. If you did export it, it would start bleeding everywhere out of the polygons and just look like crap. It wouldn't look right. So we export DAE. Now this will go in the I packed it up. I gotta unpack it real quick. I packed it yesterday. And yeah, I'm using the same mod name. Z for zombie. Oh, I accidentally selected the damn thing. I didn't mean to do that. I only meant to select the head and the torso, not the J-beams also. Oh, rogue folder. Let me add this bookmark into here. I don't have to keep hunting for it. Get rid of this. I ain't working on that no more. Selection only, because I only want to send A and B. Alright, so now let's load Notepad++, load our mesh, not our mesh, but our mod info vehicles, mod name. I guess I can go and make a shortcut to this on the desktop too. Since I'm going to be going back and forth a lot, it makes sense to have something that like catches your eye. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's where I'm going. Makes it stand out. I wish Windows would let you make like certain icons bigger than other icons, where you could make one larger than the rest of them, but what do I know? So here's our, wait a minute, I got two damn Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't know what I'm thinking. It's still early in the morning. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So, what is today? That ain't today. All these damn export folders. I tell you, I don't know what the hell JBeam doing. Which, how's this thing keep exporting all these? It's like every time I load this damn program, it exports a damn JBeam somewhere else. Where the hell's it going now? And I keep making shortcuts on the desktop, and they keep being the wrong damn place for some reason. Or no, they're not. I'm just looking in the wrong place. They are in there. I get more organized. Damn it. Get over there. There we go. Alright, so this is the old one that was killing the mesh for whatever reason. The old torso. So here's the new torso. Simple box. I have to replace the beams from the old one. And I gotta reconnect the damn head. Because these are new ones. And redo the triangles. Oh, what did I do? I put the damn nodes over there in the beams. No, that won't work. Can't do that. Alright, save. Alright, see, here's the new box that the head's on. And I'm just going to connect the beams. We'll add beam. And when you do this, you have to put your cursor where you want it to go. So I'm going to connect these so the head's attached. Save. If you also have it in Notepad++ open, you'll get this prompt. Just say, yeah, reload it, because you just did some work on it and you want to load the most current version. So let's see if this fixes it. You know, I've only had this issue twice making dummies, and a friend of mine said it was the damn normals, but I don't know how the hell that happens. It's how to do anything to the normals. I have a feeling it's going to be right now. I'm starting to think when you do loop cuts in edit mode in Blender, it does something. It does something for some reason. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's messing up the mesh somehow. There. Yeah, see, it's fixed now. I just don't get it. It is one disadvantage to having a box for a damn, you know, it's not like, you know, just about the best you can get it. with simple geometry. I mean, you can see what's going on with the box kind of just sitting on, you know. It's not the best way to connect something. Like, I should have done a little better with the head where it connects to the neck. But I mean, I'd be here forever. I'd never finish this thing. But you can always improve it. You know, you can redo the J-beam for more precision. But I think that'll work. I mean, I only care enough that it stays connected till it gets hit by a car and it breaks free, which I don't have it working brake at the moment. It will deform, but, or maybe I did make it work at brake. It takes a hell of a lot of force and it deformed it. But anyway, let's get back to this. Close this for now. Go back to Blender and do the next part. I'll do the arm. So add a mesh cube, scale it. And I'm keeping this as simple as I can. I'm just I mean, if you look at like the crash test dummies, J-beams, you know, it's pretty damn basic. And it don't look as bad as just having a box. But it's pretty basic. And I'm not even sure how I ended up cutting the damn arm like that. That is not how it was supposed to have looked. Where'd my damn mesh go? I mean, and the only way I know to connect these things is that corner to that corner, that corner to that corner, and that corner to that one, and that one to that one, which I don't think is going to, I don't know. I haven't perfected making these dummies. Well, file, save, edit mode, add a mesh, node, J-beam nodes connector, face, triangulate faces, object mode, duplicate, G, X, R, Z, and then we got the other arm. I gotta edit. Which I probably could have mirrored it, but I've seen where mirroring things. Ah, damn it. I didn't have X-ray on. Mirroring it does sometimes messes up the normals. Damn it, I still got that wrong. Ah, man. Close enough. So that's A, B, C, D, E, F. So that's A. So it's C and F. C, C. C, C. F, F. Has to have its own prefix. C, C, F, F. That don't look like it is all the way over. It isn't. All right. So these two get save file, export JBeams for these parts. Now to export the body parts. So I have to re-export the head. Damn it, I hit the wrong key. The head, the torso, that arm, and that arm. File, export, Kaleida. Selection only. Alright. Alright, Notepad++. Now let's load in the new parts. CC and FF. There they go. Now you have to add two new flex bodies, C and F, which I'll be end up adding all the alphabet. So C will be group C and F will be group F. Keeps everything simple. Now to add the group separator in the node section. Leave a few extra spaces for D and E, so I didn't need that many, but so here goes C, and here goes F. And you understand probably now why these prefixes have to have different letters, because there's no way to separate them if there's not. They'll just all be sharing the same numbers. Can't have everything being the same thing. Then you wouldn't have different parts. Alright, so take the beams over. Triangles. Make some more room for the other triangles. How'd that bracket get in there? Shit. Must have hit it accidentally. Alright, let's see. Save file. Loaded in the JBeam editor. And now you see we got two arms. Upper arms anyway. So we find our spot here in the beams, which I'll just keep it organized. I'll go where the C's are, and which I'm not sure if I'm looking at the front or the back. Okay, so beams, add single. I'll connect this like this. About the only way I can. There's just not enough vertices to really do anything else. Oh, it's like the only place I can connect them. Then on the other, under where the F beams are, connect the beams to the torso of its arm. I have to turn that off. I can't see. Alright, save file, reload it. Let's see what we got. To reload it now. Oh, reload. Reload the mod. Reload the level, then reload the mod. Well, that ain't worth the crap right there. The arm's already messed up. See, it's missing polygons too. Which that shit, I don't understand. That's what's going on with that. I can't figure it out. The other one's fine. Why is that one missing polygons? Oh, I know now what is going on. I just realized it. What is causing that problem? Once you do the nodes beam connector where it reinforces stuff, you can no longer move vertices in Blender. I figured it out. I'll be doggone. Yeah, that's what it is. You can no longer move the vertices or it messes up the beams. Basically, it transports the beams around and it makes basically like voids, like empty places in space and time that just suck up any polygons. I don't know. It just watch. This will fix it now. I'll redo it, and I won't do the nodes beam connector until after I'm done scaling all this stuff. I'll just do this arm just like I did the other. Man, I was like, man, there's got to be a damn logical reason why this is happening. And it occurred to me that I duplicated this mesh and I moved the vertices over here when I was doing the other side of the arm. Now, you see I have not done the nodes beam connector yet in edit mode, which connects and reinforces. Once you do that, you cannot do anything. And now I come to think about it, I did that with the other torso too. After I did the nodes beam connector, I started moving stuff around to try to get it closer like this, and that was exactly what happened. And it just so happened the ones I was moving was in the back. But as long as you haven't done that step yet, it's not a problem. Once you do that step, then you're committed to that. That looks alright. I think that'll work. Save the file. Since I remade this one, I gotta delete FF. Or did I already? I must have already deleted it. So this is FF. Now to make sure I tell the prefix FF. Now, edit mode, hit A. I'll show you what's happening here. Hit A, mesh, JBeam, nodes connector. Just like connect small. One to the other. Every vertex to every vertex, which you can select individual ones and just say only connect these two. But if you do it that way, you have to go to object mode and back and forth and back and forth and do it like that, back and forth, or it'll crash. Don't know, it just does. Alright, now you see that dot? That means the origin's not set. The origin's right here. Set it to the 3D cursor, which is at the ground at 0, 0, 0. If you ever get your origins screwed up, you don't know why things are messed up, it's because you didn't set the origin. If you go to view over here, it'll tell you where your 3D cursor location is. It should always be at 0 if you're doing a mod. But it's easy to move it. If you pick this here, you can move the 3D cursor. But you don't want to do that when you're making a mod. You want it at 0. So it tells the game where 0 is. If you ever make a mod and the head is like on the ground and not in the JBeam, it's because the origin ain't set. So it's the easy thing. You just object, set origin, 3D cursor. And if you scale anything, it's always good to apply all the transforms if you're scaling stuff. It also makes it easier when you're unwrapping UVs, because then the UVs unwrap match the shape of the object by applying the transforms. So let's export this JBeam FF. Now I don't have to re-export the model because nothing had changed with the model, the arms, head, or torso. The only thing changed is this got a new JBeam, which means this will tell me, yes, this was changed, you want to reload it, and yes, that was changed, do I want to reload it? Yes, because I remember I added these little things. But since this is a F, a new F, get rid of the old F's, bring the new F beams and nodes and triangles over. As I'm doing this backwards, I usually do it in the reverse order, but it doesn't matter. As long as they get put in there. Usually I drag like the nodes over, and then the beams over, and then the triangles over, but I kind of did it. I did the beams, the triangles, and the nodes a little backwards. So that's all that changed. Save. Now I've got to reload it back in the editor, but you can't. You have to close the editor and reload it if you got the JBeam editor already open. And if you ever get in here and you see your damn boxes are red, you got them inside out, which meant somewhere when you were in Blender, like I'll make a new object and show you. At some point when you were making this object, somehow you inadvertently scaled it into the negative. See up there at the top left, the scale is in the minus. That's like an illegal, well, whatever. It's not supposed to be possible, so it thinks the object's inside out, which I guess technically it is. But you can flip it by scaling it, but apparently not once you got the nodes beam connectors done. That's what we just learned, that editing that after the fact causes problems. So here we go, back again to make some connectors here. And it's easier sometimes to have your triangles turned off. It can get hard to see. Alright, that's connected. Save, JBeam, reload level. I think I'm going to stop here. I think I've done enough. Getting heartburn. And today is happy 48 to me. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a damn good birthday present. Figuring out that what was causing this issue with these polygons missing. That's about the best birthday present I could have got. You see there's separation and stuff between, you know, this space and, you know, whatnot. That's like why the crash hard dummies are like so cool, because that guy figured out how to do this where it didn't look like this. Like, it looks like parts go into parts and there's not this hidden, you know, space in between them. You know, that's what makes those dummies so cool. You know, and the only way you can do a human like that is to make it look like one of those G.I. Joe action figures where like a joint goes into where like a ball goes into a socket kind of thing. You know, because you can't have, well, you could take and basically not have to cut this. Damn it, I moved the 3D cursor. I hate when I do that accidentally. So you don't have to separate it, but if you don't separate it, have you ever seen a box bend? No. Well, that's why you separate things, because boxes do not bend. Or if they do, they don't look right. They warp. But this is going to be I was going to sculpt this zombie. I did sculpt it. I sculpted the head anyway, but I'm just taking me too long to get it finished. But I don't like how this is looking. I may try to, you know what? I may try to put a shirt on the guy after the fact. See how that works. Like putting clothes on a dummy. I have no idea how it would work. But maybe somebody got something out of this today. I don't know. If nothing else, it's just a video to put on YouTube. If anybody wants to see how it kind of like the dummy making process. It's not all the dummy, but I can tell you that the rest of it would go very similar to this. Now, to make the dummy stand up, which you see he's standing up now, that's only because, you know, hell, it's a box, you know. Why wouldn't it stand up? But when you get to the feet, one thing you can do, like if you're making the feet, you can make a cube for the feet. You can make the thing wider. You know, you can exaggerate the width of the foot just so that the damn dummy stands up better. You know what I mean? You know, you can make these things look like Bigfoot feet. I mean, the model will still stay within the foot. That's not a problem. Another thing you can do is once you get all the parts, the way I was inside of this editor and I was connecting these nodes and these beams, what you do is basically you pick the node on the floor for the foot and you run it straight up to the head. So it's like a up and down, like a stick, like a broomstick. That's how you could think of it. Think of it as a broomstick that goes from the foot up to the head. And if you like look at the crash test dummy, the one that stands up anyway, you'll see like in the JBeam file, you'll see like these things that say vertical stabilizer. Well, that's all that is. It's just a beam that's connecting the foot up to the head. It's not some, you know, scientific, you know, equation or anything like that. It's just a damn beam just connecting a node to another node that just is acting like a broomstick. Yeah, but today's my birthday. I'm probably gonna play some God of War. Make some more coffee. Probably watch some YouTube videos.